Hello, welcome to TechShermit. In this session, we will learn about the working process of do while loop. So let's go through the program. So here we are writing the code in fully free format, and below on line number 10 we have set two control option, that is star no debug IO and src stmt, which is mainly for debugging purpose. And after line number 12 we have declared one variable, that is count variable, and it is of numeric type, size 5. And from line number 16 we have started the demonstration of do while loop. Okay, so on line number 18 I'm setting the value, or I am assigning the value to the count variable, that is 1. Now from line number 20, here the syntax is written for the do while loop. So how do while loop works, like in previous session we learned about the for loop, and we also discussed what exactly the loop is. So loop is something in which we repeat the process based on some particular condition. Okay, so if you want to repeat any particular line of code again and again, in that case you will use the loops, and there are different types of loops that we can utilize. Like in our previous session we learned about the for loop, and right now we are discussing about do while loop. So let's see how we use do while loop. So syntax is quite simple. You have to just write DOW, which means do while. Then you have to put that variable, on the basis of that it will iterate the loop. So here I'm writing count, and then I'm specifying the condition. So I'm just checking do while, it means it will repeat the loop until or unless uh, count variable is less than or equal 5. Okay, so once it exceeded the value 5, it will break the loop. Okay, so it will work until or unless it does not become greater than 5. Then inside the loop I'm just displaying the value, and we are incrementing the value here. So if you remember, in for loop it is incremented in the syntax itself, but here we need to increment the value as per our logic. So here I'm writing incrementing the count variable by 1 inside the loop. So what it will do, firstly it will check, okay, count variable value is 1, so it will go inside the loop. It will print the count value, then it increment by 1, so now count become 2. So it will check this condition, 2 is less than or equal to 5. It is true, so it will came inside the loop and will print the value. Again it will increment by 1, and so on. So once it become 5, it will it get incremented by 1, it becomes 6. So now this condition will false because count value is not less than or equal to 5, so it will came outside the loop and just terminate the program. So let's see we are getting the correct output or not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So which is correct? Because these are the values which is valid as per our condition. Fine. So to understand it more clearly, let's take this program in debug mode. So to take the program in debug mode, you have to take 14, then F4, then press F10, then change this debug view to SORCE, source, compile it. So now it is compiled with source. Now you have to use the command strdbg F4. Before that I have to add my previous terminal. Okay, so strdbg f4, program name, library name. Then you have to set these option, opm and this, and press enter. Okay, so if you are not aware like how to take program in debug mode, then I have prepared one session on the debugging, so you can refer that session, and then you will be able to understand like how to take the program in debug mode, though it is very simple, and we are doing the same here in this session also. So once this program came into this display module source, then you have to set your breakpoint. So I'm setting it as 1, then press F10. Now we will call this program. So if I press F10, it will proceed one by one. So now we will check the value of count. So to check the value you have to use F11. So now the F11, it becomes count equal 1. Okay, so it will check condition, it is less than equal to 5, so it is true, so it will came inside the loop. It will print the value, and now the value is incremented by 1. So if I check this, it is now 2. Again it will check the condition, it is correct because 2 is lesser than or equal to 5, so it will again print the loop, and similarly it will go one by one. Now it become 4, so it print the value, increment by 1, so it become 5. Now it is 5. Check the condition, it is true because it is equal to 5, so it will print the value. Now it become 6. It will check the condition. This time the condition is false. Why? Because 6 is not less than or equal to 5, so it directly came outside the loop and set on set INLR equals to star on, right? Star INLR. So it exit the program. Okay. So once your debugging is complete, you can end debug this with the help of this command enddbg and hit enter. So this is how do while loop works. So syntax is very simple. You just need to put do while, and you can put your condition, whatever the condition you want to check, and then whatever the thing written inside this do while and end do will be executed as per the condition. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this session. In the upcoming session we will learn few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Chairman.